Hello there, my darlings. I'm just going to tell you. If you believe that last week was tough and eventful and shocking, and that we have seen firsthand what is going on up in Canton, Mass, and Dedham and Stoughton, and all those good places around there, I feel for the communities. But hold on to your hats, my darlings, because this week we really will be. Hello, everyone. I'm Lady Zelda, and I am seeing crime. I am seeing corruption. I'm seeing so much, and so are you. We are here today. It is actually Sunday, March 23rd of 2025, and I wish you all wonderful, wonderful days and weeks ahead. And I want you to prepare yourselves. Why? Okay, so we're going to get a little technical here, my darlings. So try to stay with me just a minute, and I'm not going to drag this out very long as far as the explanation because I want to get into what's going on here. Our friend Saturn is going into the sign of Pisces, March the 29th. We also have a solar eclipse happening. Now, Saturn changes positions about every 2.5-ish years. It will remain in Pisces for the next 2.5 years. We will be seeing some, I'm going to say, crazy twists and turns. But the one thing that I want us to all watch for is this. Saturn, when it makes an appearance like it is, and with this solar eclipse happening on the 29th of March, and it's going to be almost a total eclipse. So get ready. Because with that happening, and we've got Saturn coming in. Now, first of all, I'm not an astrologer, right? I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a law enforcement. I'm not a medical professional. And I'm not an astrologer, but I know enough to know enough. Okay? And I want to share it with you. And I'm a tarot medium, psychic, profiler, all that stuff. This will be an uncanny week because Saturn is a planet of karma. We will see a lot of things become unveiled throughout the week, and the closer to we get to next Saturday, the weekend, the more I feel that we, pardon me, see, I'm even losing my voice, the more I feel we're even going to see. And don't forget, my darlings, we're still in a Mercury retrograde. So if you kind of feel like you're walking around with a lampshade on your head this week and you need somebody to come along and switch on the light, well, that's why. Forgive yourself, forgive others, take a big breath, stay hydrated, eat healthy, but eat what you want. Kiss the cats, kiss the dog, kiss the family, kiss the friends, and we're going to get through this week. But this is going to be a time because time is barreling down on April 1st. And April 1st is when this jury selection is going to take place. Now, I'm going to tell you that there may be some things that we think will delay this date. But I will also tell you that Auntie Bev thinks that she's not going to. It's going to be a contest of wills. If you think the snarky was coming out this past Thursday between the defense and the CW and the dirty looks, well, get your popcorn. Because Do It is, I believe, going to be tame. The gloves are off. Now, the defense is not going to play dirty. I, in my opinion, feel that Mr. Rico Pinocchio is doing everything and anything he can to throw at the defense because why? Why? He's scared. He's scared of ARCCA. He knows that it will destroy this case. But Karen has a lot going for her, and these planets will work in her favor. Now, hear this. This planetary aspect that is coming about will work in its favor, in her favor, in the defense's favor. Now, I will also tell you, watch the water, watch oil, watch all these things, because Saturn has a way of making things bubble up. You may hear some ships struggling, you may have some, and this is a side thing. I'm just going to tell you, watch the waters, watch the oil, watch gasoline, watch all those things. I think at this point, now you don't have to walk around and cover your head. I'm not telling you that. What I'm telling you is, be a watchman. Just watch. Get your popcorn. Get ready. Tuesday, when everybody convenes and comes back into court, get ready. Because I want you to know, once again, there are no laws for principles. But the defense is doing everything right. First and foremost, they are doing everything to the letter of the law, to the book. You know what is happening? This is being brought out worldwide. And the more that all of you share and watch everyone who is talking about this, and even comment and participate, and especially donate to Karen's defense fund, she's going to need the help. She's got experts that are coming in that are going to be a little on the costly side. But we're going to see ARCCA in action. Hank isn't going to like it. And his snark is going to be on a level. And will Bev do anything about it? No. Oh, she may say a little something here or there. But she knows what's up. She knows what's up. So with that being said, when karma is brought to the surface, see, here's what happens. Okay, as an example, let's just say the kipper is Mercury, okay? And that is Bilbo. And let's just say this is Saturn. Mercury is retrograde. Saturn brings all the karma to the table. So what do these two have in common? They don't clash. They work in concert. Because what's going to happen is Mercury brings up things, it stirs things from the past. It brings things forward so we can see, watch. Things, my darlings, will be revealed. Do I feel that these witnesses want to testify? Zero. No. They know. They know they're hit. They know. This will be an event. I mean, I'm going to tell you what, if they put this on pay-per-view, people would pay good money to see this. Seriously. Because this is the show of the century. And of course, it would definitely help her defense fund. But that's not going to happen. What can we expect to see? We can expect people getting nervous. And with Mark Betterow writing the letter to Chief Rafferty this past week, and all of that communication going on between the DA, Chief Rafferty, and Mark Betterow, hey, I'm going to tell you something. As much as I didn't like the fact that his pro hoc vice was not approved and was denied, I am thrilled that he is working in parallel, going alongside Karen's case with Turtle Boy. Thank God Turtle Boy's got him on the case. Tim Bradle, my goodness. Both of these wonderful, strong champions have the best of the defense teams. And that letter, so you see what's happening. They're with this letter from Mark Betterow, attorney Mark Betterow, this letter has upset the apple cart on the DA side, and now we're finding out about communication with David Traub and Julie Albert, and what's going on with Colin, and what's going on with all these people. And you see how things are starting to really rapidly start coming to the surface? Well, hold on, my darling. There's more coming. There's more. Because at this point, it's not only about the tail light, it's about the third-party culprit. And if Bev doesn't allow it, I want you to know, they will find a way to bring this in and bring this up. Because all they need is a door to open. And that's it. Now they may say, you may hear, oh no, that's not right. Oh no, they can't. Well, you know what? Never say never. Let's get started. So thank you there for letting me be on my little pulpit for about 10 minutes. But I have to share that with you because, quite frankly, if I were you, I would be excited. Seriously. Let's, you know what? You know what, my darlings? First of all, take a look at this cloth. There has been so much energy since my live last night, and I also want you to know that you guys are the absolute best, and I could not ask for a better community. You're also kind and caring for each other, and I just love you, and I know it's going to stay this way. And we're going to invite more people in, and you all are so generous and loving and caring. And you see, that's the kind of support that Karen needs. And you are giving it to her by being here and watching me, because one of these days, I feel we're going to be able to do something pretty awesome for that lady. So I want to thank you for that. I have a lot of fun. Plus, oh my heck, I have a lot of fun with you. We do have a lot of fun. All right, we're going to start out with this larger deck of the House of Zelda. This house of Zelda needs a cup of coffee. Here we are. Seek more knowledge, and that we are. Look at the camera shaking. Now that's energy, and I know that bothers some of you, and I apologize. But I'm not holding it. And it's fixated on a table. So that's energy, my darlings. Seek more knowledge. Crack open the books. Get down into discovery is what that means. Loving it. It's all about timing. And you see right now, as far as Karen is concerned, frankly, the timing has been pretty good. Because just David Yannetti being able to say the third-party culprit names, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. There is a pathway ahead. The defense is finding it. We haven't seen Poe in a little while. And look, right here by the books. So you see, when there's more discovery, cracking open the books, finding more knowledge, poetic justice is right around the corner. We're going to put him right there. John's energy on this deck of cards and other decks have said, look closer. And they are. They being the defense team. And you know who else? The community. Look, that is Karen. Isn't she pretty? Only Karen isn't a redhead. But I can tell you the amount of people that are doing research discovery is unfathomable. I mean, there's people that I've never even heard before that are having broadcasts and all this other. Her life, you see this, her life as well as John's has been stolen. Contact is coming to you. No, that doesn't mean to me or to you. This means to the defense. Now, this is going to be getting good. It could even mean to Turtle Boy's defense, because look at this. Do you see what planet that is? You can't make this stuff up, my darlings. That's Saturn. The truth, the universe knows the truth, and Saturn, oh, time is needed. Look, see, we've got cards coming out that we haven't seen before. Look at this. Time is needed. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you know what? Time will be given, because there is overlooked evidence, and they will find it. I do not have a doubt. Pull out a couple of our friends here. So we got confirmation. Plan on it. Depend on it. Depend on Saturn. In the good Lord's hands, bringing this forward, my darlings. Now, you saw me shuffle, and I've done readings before this, and that is the same card that came out on Friday. The shite is about to go up in flames. You see, the defense already knows the tea. They already know what's up, and they said they have evidence of the third-party culprits. And you know what? The third parties don't want to hear that. And that's why you are going to be witnessing, my darling, a ton of pushback. Because they are tired of the drama. You see, things like Colin and his big cake hole. Personally, I like pie. Cannot keep still and cannot keep shut. And I'm seeing correspondence coming out. Now, is it real? I'd like to think so. I mean, I do not see that it is confirmed, but it doesn't surprise me that, because he's a big mouth. He's a big guy. He's going to tell everybody about it because he thinks Mommy and Daddy and Uncle Meat over at the DA's office is going to, look at this, is going to protect him. That family room, and I'm going to tell you what really this family room means, okay, my darlings? It means that it is the opinion of the guides of the cards, I'm going to say it that way, that John was in the house. And they can toil, they can labor, they can say what, oh, and look at this. Do you see the energy now? That is also our dear Karen. Toil, energy, and saying, no, he wasn't, no, he wasn't, no, he wasn't. They're all Pinocchio puppets. You see, there's some things that are coming about. Thief. Look at this. Thief. And what do we have here? We have a card that basically says stolen somewhere around here. I don't want to mess this up, but you saw it. It says stolen. There it is. Stolen. Can you see it? Yeah, I think we're in frame here. I get so excited. I'm all over the board. Thief and stolen. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Despair. This is how the witnesses are feeling on the other side of the aisle. Especially the third-party culprits do not want to testify. Nobody wants to testify. I'm going to put this to the side, but I'm going to leave this card up in case we need to reference it. Here we come with the Mythic Tarot. This is going to be a fiery week. And with Saturn on board and Mercury retrograde, oh, listen, I will be jumping for joy. And even if Tuesday, now I'm going to tell you, even if Tuesday feels like, oh my gosh, they did this, how dare they? Look, you have to rise above all of this emotion. You gotta rise above it. You gotta rise above it. Because look, they're going to be going at it on Tuesday. And old Bev is going to be fiery from the bench. And there's going to be a lot of things. Mercury will bring up a lot of things from the past, and it will be a lot of memories, and it may not feel good, but I'm going to tell you, they will encapsulate the CW. This will be a week, my darlings. Yep. The CW's defense, not defense. Yeah, they have a defense, the CW, because they're defending these people, the third-party culprits. It is not in good health that they're not the people now. They're fairy, let's say it that way. They have a lot of hope that their ship is going to come in, and that's why they keep up with all this. We want the text, we want the tail light, we want the inform, we want this. Do you see how this is? You know what Hanky reminds me of? This little kid in the aisle of the grocery store when his mama is checking out, and she's got better things to do, and he's popping up and down, right? She's trying to check out groceries, and he's popping up and down going, I want this, I want gum, I want candy. And Mama looks at him and says, one thing. You can have one thing. No, that's not. Well, what if I get the candy, and then I get a small candy bar, and I get a small gum? No, one thing. Well, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? He comes from the school of, it ain't good enough. And he is not going to be happy this week because of Karen. There's a vengeance for her. But I'm going to tell you because, see, she's getting more money in to take care of her expenses. Now, here's what I'm also going to say. Karen has an alibi. Karen has an alibi. For a moment, let's forget about the taillight, okay? She sat outside of 34 Fairview. Within just a few minutes, she drove off. Is there any evidence that her vehicle went backwards from that Inform system, from the Lexus Live satellite system that they have? Was there? I don't know. I haven't seen any. But did she back up at all? If she did, it wasn't at 24 miles an hour, because here's the grub. There's not room. How quickly can a 6,000-pound vehicle accelerate 24 mile an hour? How long? You see, that's the kinetic energy. Those are the formulas. At this speed, how many feet does it take to reach a maximum speed of 24 miles per hour in reverse? See, that's where ARCCA comes in, because I'm far from that. But that's where ARCCA comes in, my darlings. So she leaves, and within minutes, her phone connects with John's at 1 Meadows Ave. If she hit him, he would have been laying out there all night. Do you think do you think there was no more traffic going past that house? Was there zero traffic? Who has traffic patterns? Is there any way of seeing traffic going past on that road? You can't tell me that there was no traffic. There may have not been many, but there had to be traffic going down that road. And then we have Lucky, the plow driver, who is in the monster truck sitting up high. And his job is to look left and right, not wear blinders and keep focused on the road, even though that's part of it. But his job is also to watch for animals, people, especially little kids, maybe running out in front of him, cars backing up. There's another thing. How about, I don't know any of this, but I'm going to pose a question to you. What about when they towed Karen's vehicle? There had to be ring cameras around the neighbors. They just didn't want to investigate because they had a direction. You see, I'm going to tell you this, my darlings. This type of thing just doesn't come about. There has to be the big guy or the big girl directing this, as in planting the seed to pin it on the girl. Proctor, pardon me for saying this, I don't believe, in my opinion, is smart enough to come up with this idea. There is a mastermind. They know who it is. They're going after him. And we're going to see all this unfold. So this week, please do me a favor and not faint every time someone has a body function, because we have to stand strong for Karen. That's what happens when you fight a battle. You got to stand strong. Don't let anxiety get to you. It's all going to work out. This reading, this Saturn, my darlings, and Mercury will do their job this week. Grounding the reading. Thank you so much, my darlings, for watching. If you're seeing this for the first time, I would like to invite you to subscribe. You will love our community. We love you back. And we just like to think about things. We want to think of how this stuff is happening. That's all. That's all we're here. It's entertainment only, right? Much love to you. Please like this video. It sure helps me. Share this video. Let's get this message out to the world. Share, like, subscribe, and please click that notification bell, because you don't want to miss what tomorrow may bring. Thanks again, my darlings, for being here. And don't worry, because you think you feel bad, you're not the ones going on the witness stands. Thanks so much for watching. Watch, my darlings, and you be well. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you this week. Bye.